Hey guys, Matthew here. We're back with another Breeding 101 video. So, last one was on the guppy, and that's gotten about 50 views now, so I was thinking on doing another. And these videos usually take me a couple days, so if you have a suggestion, I'll probably get it done within a couple days. So, this one, it is about an infamous fish, and you can see it in that picture for how hard they are to breed. So if you are looking to breed these fish, this is probably not the complete guide, but it is a very good start. So yeah. So breeding 101, and the fish is the Plecostomus. Okay, so we got a lot to cover, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so what we'll be covering, a quick genetic explanation and how to sex a Plecostomus, some quick Plecostomus info, and steps on how to breed them, of course. Okay, so now, we'll start with the info. So, their pH needs, it doesn't have to because these are hardy fish, but if you want to breed these, you want them to be as happy as you can have them. So keep them at a steady pH level of 6.5 to 8. Keep the temperature at these are cold water fish, so you want to keep them at 66 to 79 degrees. And that is 19 to, oh, sorry. Okay. So, keep them, they are cold water, so, yeah, that is 19 to 26 degrees Celsius. So their temperament, these are peaceful fish. Temperament, that just means how peaceful or how mean they are. So, their water hardness, I have no idea what this scale is, but, some people do. And if you don't, you can look it up how to do it. I just saw this on the internet, and they said it's important to keep it at this. So I think that this means that the water has to be soft, 1 to 25 dGH. Yeah. They're omnivorous, surprisingly. They aren't just algae eaters. They'll eat algae and algae wafers happily, but they also need meat in their diet, surprisingly. So maybe give them some beef heart, or I've never fed beef heart, but I've heard that it's good for growth. Just feed them beef heart maybe once every 2 weeks or something, or once every month. I'm not sure. And then these fish are very hardy and live to grow about 50 years old, somebody said. And I'm guessing that the one in the picture on the right, that one's probably at least 20, or maybe 13, 20, something like that. Okay. Now, the genetic explanation and how to sex them. The genetic explanation, the genetics for all Plateaus uses the common genetic scheme of dominant and recessive. If you can't find that on the internet, it was created by Gregor Mendel, or it was found by Gregor Mendel. Okay, now how to sex them. If possible, find a Pleco that is over 5 years of age. This ensures that it is full grown and it will be easier to sex it. So yeah. And then look at the head shape. Men tend to have flat heads, while females have round, curved heads. All males have things called barbels, which are the whiskers, and in some species, or some types of Plecos, the females do too. So that means if you have a Pleco that's pretty old, and it doesn't have barbels, is definitely a female. But just because a Pleco has barbels doesn't mean it's a male, because some species females do and some species females don't. So yeah. Now we're on to the steps. So there's 3 steps in breeding a Pleco. Okay, so the first one, the setup. When breeding Plateaus, either keep them in a community tank, which they usually don't breed in, or keep them by themselves in a in a species tank of 30 gallons or larger. Plecostomus like to lay their eggs in caves when they can. Plecostomus breed with any number of tanks. So what I mean by this is like a grow out fry tank. Their first times they might eat their eggs or their fry, but that's just part of nature. They'll become better parents as they get older. And then if using a fry tank, always keep the bottom empty so you can monitor how many died, how many are still alive, and use sponge filters so they won't get sucked into the filter. Oh, I have a really bad headache, guys. Sorry. Okay, and then to keep algae growing at a steady pace, keep the lights on, or stick your tank near a window, so that way you'll keep algae growing, and they'll have food to eat when you're gone. And then remember to cycle your tank for a few weeks before you add them. This applies to every tank. So yeah. Second step is adding your Plateaus. After the nitrogen cycle is finished, you are ready to add your Plateaus. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then finding healthy Plateaus. Healthy Plateaus have bright colors and flare often. And if possible, contact a Pleco breeder or a trusted local fish store when buying. So, yeah. That's if you want to find healthy Plateaus for the long run. Okay. Now, acclimating. Always temperature acclimate, then drip acclimate. Never add pet store water or methylene blue to your tank. So all you guys know all this. So, yeah. Alright, this brings us to the final step, which is waiting and watching. Once you have added your Plateaus, you're at the final step of breeding. Okay, Plateaus are egg layers and usually lay minutes to hours after they are gravid. Gravid means they're pregnant or holding eggs. Okay, so, but if you want to identify if your Plateau is gravid anyways, here are a few ways. The underbelly will be significantly bulged, and so that means it's gonna be fat. And then the skin may have slight discoloration due to the strain on it from all the eggs. And then the female will enter a cave, and the male will the female will enter a cave and lay the eggs, and the male will guard until it is ready to promptly fertilize the eggs. Okay. You may unfortunately get an egg-bound Pleco. You can tell if this has happened if your Pleco's belly has remained large for several hours or days. This means that she is unable to release the eggs. This condition is untreatable and may kill your fish. Okay, so after these steps are accomplished, you are ready to rumble. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments below on suggestions and questions you have. So, yeah. I really need help with the series because, well, I don't if you don't want to help, but if you ever wanted to learn how to breed a fish, I can do the research for you and then make a video for you. So, thank you guys for watching. Be ready for some more videos soon, and see ya. Peace.